pressure's up. Yankees don't talk, they show. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Judging the bots, game on tilt. Ball gone quick, ain't nothing built. Swing so clean, you can frame that stat. He don't need hype, just a lumber in the bat. Ben Rice heat, don't blink at the plate. Rookie with a swing that can flip the state. Fast hands, power zone locked in. With 22 step up, they know it's a win. Full bay moving like a ghost through dirt. Quick on the bag, clean with the work. Backhand grab, spin and fire. Gold in his glove, Bronx born wire. South Bronx cold, but the bats stay hot. Yankee blood deep, give it all they got. Pinstripes loud in the heart of the game. 2025, they ain't playing for fame. Lights down low, but the team shine bright.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Yankees win 4-2. A comeback win at that, man. Today, we calling today Jazz Chisholm Day because it was all Jazz Chisholm today. All Jazz Chisholm. But I want to wait to see somebody in the chat. Let's see what's good. Real Bill P says he's calling this the Jazz game too. It definitely was all Jazz, man. Jazz he's been on fire. He has been doing his thing. Luis Duran, what's good, my brother? He says, I have to use holy water. That hammer brought the brujeria to the Mets. Bro, I'm telling you, that Thor
Joining
hammer.
us in the chat.
Uh-oh.
A channel
it?
favorite. The one, the only, Real Bill P.
There you go, Real Bill P. And that's the walk-up music, man. That's exclusive to members. How you like that, Real Bill? Was that cool? Dev Finch. You're supposed to play one for Dev, too. It didn't play it? It did not play it. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to do it manually for Dev. Let me do it manually for you, Dev. I got to show love to Dev Finch.
Dev Finch.
My bad. Or something like that. It's supposed to work better than that, but I guess since you guys joined in at the same time, it confused it. Like Boone has been looking confused a little bit out there lately. Jacob says, Jason, my brother, what's up? Jacob, what's up? Man, I hope you guys enjoyed that trivia show I did earlier. We're going to be doing that every week. I have a few trivia questions that I'll put on this show right now. In a little bit, if you stick around. But it's going to be reserved mainly for the trivia show. But yeah, so the Yankees, man, the Yankees. Freaking, let's take a look at the box score really, really quick. I got to work on this box score. It's not pulling the stats like I wanted to. But the Yankees went 4-2. The starting pitcher was not Cruz, so I don't know why it says that. The starting pitcher was Will Warren. And he pitched 6 1/3 inning, gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. I mean, early on it looked like it was going to be one of those days, but he figured it out. He figured it out as time went on, and only 2 earned runs. Look, I'll take that any day by Will Warren. I'll take that any day. Fernando Cruz came in a crucial situation. Boone had Tim Hill out there. And look, I understand why Tim Hill was out there, right? Let's put this away for a second. I get it why Tim Hill was out there because, you like the lefty matches. I get it. Matchups, I get it. But I feel like he tried to steal some outs. He left them in there too long. He ends up walking 2 batters, I believe. And Fernando Cruz had to come in and save the day. And boy, did he save the day, man. Fernando Cruz came in there and struck out 3 batters in a row. 3 batters in a row to get us out of that jam, but it was looking bad right there. It was looking really, really bad. Fernando did his thing. Devin Williams came in for the close, and he closed it out. Looked great. They give up a hit, made it a little interesting, but he's looked like a whole different person lately. I don't know. What you guys think, especially about the closer role, right? Is Devin Williams now the closer? Or is it Luke Weaver? Who knows, man? Either way you go, you can't go wrong. Right now, Devin Williams looks good. Weaver, he's coming off of an injury, so give him time, and I'm sure he'll go back to being the man like he was. Real Bill says it's awesome. Thanks, man. Thanks. I think it tripped it up a little bit when both of you guys joined in at the same time. Hit that like button. Definitely hit the like button. Don't forget, look, you can control the stream. If you want to put a clown face on me, $clown, and I'll be your clown. $like does this. $wasted is this. And I don't know, they're all in the description, and I'm gonna add more soon. I'm gonna add more soon when I have time. But if you look in the video description, you'll be able to find all that stuff, and then you can play with the thing. And if you're a member, you can pull up stats at any time. Exclamation point. Let's take a look at Aaron Judge. Not only current players, but historical players too. All right, where's the stat? Hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right here. Go ahead. Somebody's throwing smoke grenades. All right. Have fun, guys. Have fun. Let me see why this stat didn't pull up. Enable push. All right. That's working. That's good. All right. It should be working. Let me try it again. One more again before we move on. There it is. All right. So, I mean, pretty much, look, Grisham leading off. I think I'm done with the Grisham leading off thing. He went 0 for 4 today. He did have a walk, 2 strikeouts. Look, and we'll talk about this in a second. We need a leadoff hitter, like desperately. We need a leadoff hitter. This whole experiment with him and Paul Goldschmidt, I mean, it worked for a while, but lately it hasn't been working. Judge 1 for 3. He did come up in a huge spot late in the game. We were still down 2-1, and he failed to come through. Stan failed to come through a couple times in some big spots. But look, man, I mean, I get it. We need Judge to do better, but man, he can't always be the man. He can't always be the man. So I'm gonna give him a pass, but he did not look good. He struck out. I think it was the bases loaded, was it? Or second and third. Man at first and third. Struck out on a slider. That it just looked like he's guessing pitches at this point. But you know, it is what it is, right? He's still Aaron Judge. He's still batting 370 something. So we're gonna give him a pass. The big hero of the day is Chisholm Jr. He went 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. Came in clutch, man. Hit a triple. Freaking smoked it off the wall. There was a little bit of a play at the plate on that one. To me, it wasn't even that close. And he ended up scoring after with another close play at the plate. The catcher pretty much blocked the whole plate, and the Yankees took the lead, and we never looked back. Peraza got the start. Over Volpe. Why? Look, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, Volpe, I get it. He's been slumping, but he just had a 3-hit night yesterday. A 3-hit game yesterday. I get it that this day off was probably scheduled in advance, right? They probably penciled it in the calendar, Volpe, day off on Sunday. But the kid just got 3 hits, man. I think you got to put him out there. He ended up coming in the game anyway, but I think you give him another day. You say, you know what? You just got 3 hits. Let's see what you can do tonight. If you go 0 for 4 again, then we'll give you the day off in Cincinnati. I didn't like that, man. There's a lot of questionable things with Boone. A lot of people calling for Boone's head. It seems like this is a reoccurring theme every year. And look, I'm here to tell you, man, it's not gonna happen. Barring something crazy happening to this team, it's not gonna happen. So why? I mean, voice your opinion and everything. But if you think that they're gonna fire him mid-season, you're wrong, man. It's just. I can't see it happening. I just can't in any scenario.
You the real MVP.
Oh, appreciate it, Real Bill. Play that intro again. My wife is here. All right, you want me to play it again? Hold on. I'll get your wife an intro too. Your membership is good for both of y'all. Let me pull it up real quick here. All right.
Joining us in the chat, a channel favorite, the one, the only, Real Bill P.
Yeah, man. I got one for Ken too. I hope Ken joins, man. I like Ken's a lot. Ken's came out really good. It came out really good. But thank you for the 2 Real Bill P. And prayers out to you and your family. And I hope your wife is doing okay. If she's in the chat, tell her I said hello. And yeah, let's go Yankees. I hope she's a Yankees fan. I really do. Where was I? Oh yeah, the whole Boone thing. Look, I just don't see it. He's just, he's not gonna get fired. So what's the point of even bringing it up? But I get it. I get the disappointment, and I get there is some questionable moves on his part. Though, like I just said, the whole thing with Volpe, Tim Hill, I feel like he left him out there a little too long, and it really could have blew up in our face. But when it's all said and done, I mean, he has 2 more years left. I think if we don't get a championship in that time, I don't think they extend him at all. But hopefully that's not the case. I try to look. We criticize him, and I criticize him too all the time. But his success is beneficial to all of us. So I want him to succeed. I want him to do better, and I hope that I hope he gets a ring, because when he gets a ring, that means the Yankees get a ring. So we got to root for our guys, whether we like him or not. Hopefully he could do his thing. Stephen B put the clown on me. Thanks, Stephen. Real Bill says, my wife was born in the Bronx. She used to go to Yankee games. Go Yankee. Oh, a fellow New Yorker. She was born in the Bronx. That means she's a little crazy. I'm going to tell you the truth, Real Bill. Because they all crazy over there. No, I'm just joking. I am just joking. Oh, my God. You guys going crazy in the chat now. But the Yankees take a series. It's good to take a series. Granted, the Orioles, they're in last place right now. And we'll pull up, you know what? Let me pull up the standings right here in the East, because the Yankees went ahead and we're 2.5 games up on the Rays right now. Feels like 2 days ago, we're just a half game up on them or something like that. The Orioles are in last place. But nonetheless, though, it's a big series win for us, because we haven't Nando just threw me off. Yeah, man, we haven't won a series in a while. And we needed that one. So the Yankees are heading to Cincinnati for a 3-game set. Then they get a day off and come right back to the Bronx and face the Toronto Blue Jays, I want to say. I believe so. I believe it's the Toronto Blue Jays. Let me take a look at the NL East real quick while we're here, just because I'm curious to see what the Mets is doing, because they had slipped to second place. Yesterday. All right, they're tied for first now. Okay, well, you're a Met fan. Hey, good luck. Good luck, Met fans. Clown face. No, Nando says he put the clown face on me and almost got banned. Nah, you good, Nando, man. I'll wear the clown face for y'all. Is that when you do it, Nando, I feel like you're trying to play me low key. That's why. Nando says AO is trash. How the Rays in second? Yeah, because the Yankees haven't been doing what they're supposed to do. Nando says Yankees definitely going back to the World Series. I don't know, man. The Tigers look pretty good right now. They look pretty good. So we go play the Cincinnati Reds tomorrow. What is their record? We might as well check that too while we're here. The Cincinnati Reds, where the hell? There they are. They're in 4th place. All right. They're only 6.5 games, so they're not out of it. But I totally expect the Cubs to take that division. We're gonna run into Jose Trevino.
Oh, snap! Now in the chat, the legend himself, CT Cards.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
CT, my brother, what's going on, man? I hope you like your walk-up song. You like the intro, CT Cards. What's up, CT? But yeah, Jose Trevino, obviously we traded him for Fernando Cruz. Me personally, I think the trade was a great trade. Look at Fernando Cruz. He's turned into
entering the chat from the only truth, the one, the only, Ken.
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up.
I hope you like the song, Ken. If you guys want me to change the song, let me know. Uh, that was just one of the clips I had, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw that at Ken. He looks like a gambler. Like he likes taking chances sometimes. Um, but yeah, so uh, last year when we played the Reds, they played us tough. They made us look bad, but look, they're a fourth place team. Let me look at the pitching matchup tomorrow. We have Alan Winans going up against Nick Lodolo. If you don't know, Ryan Yarbrough was placed on the IL. So they called up Winans to get the start. This is his first major league start, I believe. I could be wrong. All right, somebody let me know in the chat. I know you guys are way smarter than I am, but I believe this is his first major league appearance. So I mean, expectations. I guess I want him to do good because I've heard a lot about him, but he's just getting called up. So let's manage the expectations, keep him low. Hopefully the Yankees can score some runs and give him some run support so he doesn't feel like he's on an island out there. All right, Nick Lodolo, I'm not too familiar with any of these guys in the Reds, but his ERA is not terrible, 3.71. Pitched 15 games, 85 innings pitched, 74 strikeouts, and his whip is it's not terrible either. So I guess he's like a middle of the rotation kind of guy. If anybody knows familiar with the Reds, let me know because I have no idea. Then after that, on Tuesday, we go up against. Let me pull up Tuesday. Let me see if the pitchers were announced. We got Carlos Rodon going up against Nick Martinez. That's Tuesday's matchup, and Wednesday's matchup will be Max Fried versus Brady Singer. All right, so these are pitchers. Look, I'm not familiar with any of these guys. I won't lie to you, but these are especially with Rodon and Max Fried. These are games that you expect the Yankees to win. So I expect the Yankees to take this series, hopefully a sweep, but 2 out of 3 at the least, and start rocking and rolling because after that we go up against the Blue Jays, right? And the Blue Jays are not far behind us in the standings. So these are these interdivision games, especially with the Rays and the Blue Jays, are key, man. It's key. We do not have a comfortable lead in the division at all. I do fully expect the Yankees to take this division when it's all said and done. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't. But like I said, when you're only up 2.5 games, and how many 2.5 games up on the Rays and 4 on the Blue Jays, a series, man, could really, really hurt you, man. A series against the Rays or the Blue Jays, if you lose, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So we want to pull ahead, beat up on the teams we're supposed to beat up on, and put up a battle against these teams that are better, better teams. CT says, let me get in the chat, man. My bad. I'm behind on the chat. Schmidt ERA second best, only by Scooble. Yeah, since April 2024. Stephen B sent me an interesting video, man, about that. Ken says, I thought you were doing my walk up as let's get it started. Oh, you want that? Let's get it started. I could do that too. I can't, the audio clips can't be more than like 5 seconds. If not, I'm gonna get banned. Not banned, but copyright strike. Stephen B says, if he can keep us in the game and give us 5 innings, I take it. Yeah, definitely. Ken says, it isn't his first MLB start. He has started with the Braves. Okay. All right. So at least he has some experience out there. Definitely his first big league start this year. That for sure. Because he has no stats when I looked it up. But that's great, man. Look, obviously because he's a Yankee, we want him to succeed. But anytime a guy gets a call up, even if it's on the other team, unless they're playing the Yankees, but I root for the guys getting the call up, man. It's a big deal for them, I'm pretty sure. And this is his shot. Let's see what he got. CT says, sorry, I missed out on the live trivia. Jason C., you have done a great job. Thank you. And don't be sorry. It is what it is. Things happen. things come up. I don't like the font on these comments, but you did a great job. Many thanks. You rock. Keep up the good work. Much love. And please let me know if I can help you in any way. Oh, CT, man, you've done enough. You've done enough. Just if you can join us next time. So every week I'm gonna do a trivia show. It's mostly gonna be baseball. But every now and then we'll switch it up. Maybe do music, or we'll do a trivia, maybe pop culture, or we'll do baseball, but different decades. Maybe MLB 1990, so MLB 1980s, or Yankees, Dodgers, whatever it is. We'll try to change it up. That way it's not so redundant. Ken says we faced Singer, and when he was with the Royals. Okay. Was he part of that Jonathan India trade? I don't know. He says, sorry, I had a lot of stuff come up today. No, it's all right. Right before I streamed, I was helping my son. My son was cutting the grass, and I was helping him pull weeds and stuff. So I get it, man. I'm all over the place too. Things happen. No need to apologize. Ken says, studio, I sat in the background with your live trivia. It was a quality show. Thanks, man. And you could come up too if you want to do it. I don't want to get too many people at the same time because it gets crazy. But every week we'll have a different guest. Jonathan's too good. I told him he can't play anymore. He can't play anymore. He gets all of them right, but he could definitely join. I want him to host, but I think when he plays, man, he makes it not fun. It's like, man, this guy knows everything. Yo, okay, yeah. So Singer was part of the Jonathan India trade. When they made that trade, that was before the season started. I was thinking that the Yankees were probably in on him. I don't think, I feel like, I don't know why the Royals trade him. I feel like they could have used him, but I mean, he would have been nice on the Yankees. He hasn't been doing that great this year though either. And somebody pull him up in the chat. CT Cars, I'm here to help you, bro. What is the Jonathan T? I see like this fish thing there. It's so crazy. He's a good baseball mind. Yeah, Terry Francona, man. They got lucky. I thought he was retired. I thought he was done with baseball, but I guess he came back. Excuse me. Jason, what do you think of Warren today? After the first, I think after the first, he started off shaky. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, well, okay, I guess it's one of those games, but he figured it out, and he got through it. He got through it. Only gave up 2 runs. Look, 2 runs. I get it. The way we've been playing, except for the past 2 games, we've been putting some runs up. But when the past week, getting shut out 3 times in a row, when you go down, when you give up 2 runs, you feel like the game is over, right? Even at 2-1, it felt like, man, they're not going to be able to come back. That's how it felt. Stephen B, man, is only for the I only have it for the members right now, man. Yeah, so it felt like he wasn't gonna it felt like the Yankees weren't gonna be able to come back. Especially when Judge struck out with the run on first and third, which was a crazy play too. It was a crazy sequence of events, man, because there was a ball in the dirt and it bounced probably 4 or 5 feet in front of the catcher, and Wells decided to try to take third. I was screaming from it. You guys know how I feel about trying to take third base with 2 outs, or with no outs, or with Judge at the plate, But he was safe. It was a risk though. He took a gamble. If he gets called out there, I think we're pissed. Even though Judge ended up striking out anyway. And at that moment of the game, I felt like, man, this is over. Like we're not gonna be able to come back. And Jazz Chisholm, man. Jazz Chisholm saved the day. Huge triple. Big time triple, man. He's been everything we hoped he'd be the last well, I say since he came back from the IL. He's been everything we'd hope he'd be since we traded for him. You know, running the bases, stealing bags, um, triple there, just everything, man. Even the defense is solid. He's been really good for us. He's been really good. You know, I know a lot of people don't like him, and I get it. I hear a lot of fans, they say, "Oh, he's trying to hit a home run every time." But if you notice though, and he even said it that he took it instead of swinging 100% every time, he's brought it down to like 70, and it shows. It really does. It shows. Don't get me wrong. He's gonna swing at bad pitches every now and then and stuff. It happens, right? But something's definitely different with him since he came back off the IL, and the results are showing it. So kudos to Jazz Chisholm. Today was Jazz Chisholm's day, and if you haven't watched A Day in the Life with Jazz Chisholm, I think it's on the Yes Network YouTube channel. Go check it out because it's pretty cool. I would pull up I don't think I'm gonna be doing the post game interviews anymore because appreciate it, Robo. I'm not gonna do it because the Yes Network, they're not uploading their the post games interviews till the next day. So D Train, man, Real Bill with the gifted membership, and I guess it randomly selected D Train. That's what's up. D Train is a man. D Train has been supporting me for a minute, man. A minute. When I was doing streams and it was just me and D Train in the stream. But it's all good though. It is all good. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hit the like. Yeah, man. Hit the like. Hit the like. Yeah, the day in the life of Jazz was great. I'll be honest though, like I get it, you know. I like rap. I like hip hop. That's my genre of choice. But Jazz, please, if you're listening, don't quit your day job. Please, Jazz. You're not terrible, man, but you gotta work on it, man. Work on it. But it's good. I like that the Yankees are doing that, man. It's kind of giving us more of a behind the scenes look at players. Um, I like it. I think it's
You're the real
great.
MVP.
What's happening? Oh, Dev Finch with the 2. Thank you, Dev. I appreciate it. This channel's great. I appreciate it, Dev. I want to make it better too. I have some ideas. It's just time, man. Time. But look, I mean, I appreciate the donations and all that stuff. I get it, but my thing is, look, I want to put everything into the stream. Hold on, I froze. I want to put everything into the stream. So whatever I make, I'm gonna put it back. You know, whether it's whatchamacallit, giveaways and stuff like that, some prizes. That's what I'm gonna do. My bad. It froze on me. It froze. Hold on. See, Steven, let me get this back up here. It's still frozen. Let's see. All right. Well, that thing froze on me, so give me a second while I try to fix it. But yeah, like the side view. This is the side. This is plan B. If all else fails, I switch to this camera. I switched to this one. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I want to take this thing to the next. My whole goal is to make this the most interactive live chat possible. And so there's more to come. Definitely more to come. But for now, I think we're making progress. Stephen B, I'm trying to fix the other camera, man. CT says, Jason, you're doing so much work into this channel. You're a good guy with good views, with great channel, and you put is going. I don't have my glasses. I can't see anything. Much love. I appreciate it, CT, man. And you do a great job too. And you guys make sure you check out Joe NY Yankee Mania in the especially in the morning show, man. I love the morning show, especially when I'm at work. I just throw on my headphones and and I listen to the show and work, man. The guys CT's usually there with Joe, and it's funny. When Ken's there, it's even funnier, man, because these guys go at it. Make sure you check out Ken, The Ugly Truth. He's always doing great stuff, doing the play-by-play series previews. And I'm sure he's gonna be doing more stuff, man. Real Bill P, that new shot gives us a great view up your nose. Dude, I have a schnoz, guys. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have a nose, and I have like a crook in my nose. There, I don't know. I think it broke one time and never really healed properly. But yeah, I got a big schnoz. Let me see if this thing is back. Let's try to put this thing back. Hold on. Oh, there, we're back. Somebody put the clown on. I'll do it for you. But if not, you know what? Let's try. Let's do Panda. Okay, it's not working. Nope. That did not work. Let me go here. Let me go here. Deactivate. Let me fix this real quick, guys. That's the thing, though. I have so much going on sometimes that it leaves a lot open to get messed up. Let's try that again. There we go. Panda, panda, panda. All right. That new shot gives us a great yeah, man. I got a big nose. A big nose. Funny. Real Bill P adopted me. If you guys that don't know, apparently. So I'm expecting that child support here soon, Real Bill. Just joking. Joe is funny. Yeah, Joe is crazy, man. Yeah, CT, man, you do a great job. Even though CT stood me up, man. Dang, dude. You stood me up today, but it's okay. No, I'm joking, man. Yeah, this morning, man, I needed sleep. I wanted to come on this morning, but dude, I was like, I went to sleep at like 3, 4 in the morning. I was like, no way I'm getting up that early. Yeah, I try to tell CT to get a YouTube channel, but I think he said he doesn't want to. So, I mean, that's his, you know, when he's ready, I'll help him. CT said I broke my nose 3 times and it's all not normal. Yeah, I broke my nose once and my eyes look like this, literally. Like you see how this panda's black eye? That's how my eyes were for like 2 weeks. That's how I was. You know what, man? Should I open up the chat? Anybody want to join? Let's open it up. Let's open this thing up. I'm gonna throw a link in the in there. CT, you can join through the speaker link because I think it's better that way. Oh, you could join this way. It doesn't matter. But there's the link. It's in the chat right now. Hold on, CT. Let me get you. EV Mux. No, I don't want this. Okay. Hold on, CT. Let me turn that off. I don't know why the audio is playing somewhere else. Default browser. Okay. Oh, I see why. All right. You ready, CT? Make sure you turn off the listen off stage feeds. You know, if you join with the speaker, like when I emailed you, it allows you to see the comments also. So I can add you to that if you want to join that way. Hold on. Where is it? Give me a second, folks, while I get my man CT in here. All right. Yeah, CT. Jump back out and then join with the email that I sent you. I think I just resent it. That way you can see the chat too. It's a little different. Real Bill says that's where the doctor slapped you when you were born. Damn, he slapped me in my face, right? He probably did, man. You know how the New York doctors in the 80s were. Uh, uh, uh. Whoop whoop. I'll hop on in a few. Definitely, man. Hop on. Skunk. I don't have skunk, man. And it's with the dollar sign. But you could throw a smoke grenade if you want. You turn off the listen off stage. I'm gonna
I'm
add you.
doing right now.
Yeah.
I got it.
You
Is that
sound good
cool?
though. Yeah, you
Does
sound
it
good.
sound good? Okay, cool. Hey,
You know, so you
Jason.
can see the chat now, right? It looks.
Yeah, I can see everything. This is cool. This is cool. And Jason, I just wanted to make sure that everyone realizes all the work you've put into making all this a reality, and I think it's really cool. And I just want to make sure everyone gives you everyone in the chat give Jason
Appreciate it.
hands up because he puts a lot of work into doing this, and I'm sorry I missed earlier, Jason. But I'm really happy you're doing the trivia thing. I think it's a great way of bringing the community together. I think you're doing a great job with that. And I love how everyone's working together. So I just hope that we all continue to work together. So thank you,
No,
Jason.
no, thank you, CT, man. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm blushing under this panda face. I am, man. But yeah, man. So, what do you think about the Yankees game today? What was your takeaways?
I was a little nervous in the first inning.
Mm-hmm.
Warren made me very nervous. I think that was a 22 or 21 or maybe 26. I can't remember the exact number, but he was getting up there almost like Clark did the night before. Remember, Clark had a first inning of 27 pitches, and that
Yeah.
made me nervous. So the same type of things started to happen, and then he gives up 2 runs. Will Warren, I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But he seemingly got it together. I mean, he gave us 6 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 86 pitches. You can't ask for much more, you know. And luckily, our offense. I think one of the highlights of tonight was when Jazz got that, that hit tonight. It got the whole offense going. I know we didn't score a ton of runs. I'm just saying, it shifted the game, the energy of the game when Jazz got that hit and got on base. And
Yeah.
but I gotta say though, what is making me nervous here is that we talked about, or a couple of us talked about, Yarborough being injured. What is your thoughts on that? What do we,
Yeah. I'll be honest. That injury came out of nowhere. It
I
came
agree.
out of nowhere. It's tough because he's been one of the bright spots of the Yankees this season. And he stepped up in a huge way when we needed him. We needed him so bad to become what he
Yeah,
has become, because we couldn't keep throwing out Cookie Carrasco out there and stuff. Not a shot against him, man, but
yeah.
I mean he's been great for us. Hopefully when he comes back off the IL, he can you know pick up where he left off.
I hope so too, because Yarborough is. I think I know you can't compare the two, but I feel like in a weird way, Yarborough is like a Michael King for us. You can put him in the
Hmm.
bullpen. You can get 2 innings, maybe even more out of him out of the bullpen, but you can also get 5 6 innings out of him on a start, and that's what ever since we traded King, we've been lacking that. So I think this is a really good. And when we got the news, because Jonathan's the one who came on Joe's channel and mentioned that, and I was like, oh no, because Yarborough, really look at his starts. He's had one bad start, and
Hmm.
even that wasn't that bad. It was more of the offense, not you know
Yeah, not picking him up,
Yes,
scoring runs.
yes. So, Jason, thank you for letting me bring that up because I haven't been able to really talk about this, but I'm just curious, what do we do about Yarborough's injury? We have a couple guys coming up to replace him. But what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts? I'm curious what your thoughts are on this.
No, yeah, like I said, it's tough. But at the same time, this stuff is gonna happen throughout the season. That's why I always say, like, you can never have enough arms because somebody's gonna go down. It's just the nature of baseball, especially in today's age. Like the injuries are out of control, but at the same time, though, it opens up an opportunity for someone else. So we'll see. We'll see what we got. You never know. I mean,
So,
if Tony Fernandez didn't get hurt, we probably never get Derek Jeter, right? It's just that's
yeah,
just the way it is, you know. Sometimes one man's pain is another man's glory, I guess,
yeah,
or
that
something.
is good. That's good. I like the way you
Like,
worded that.
yeah, I
But
almost messed that up too. I
so who
almost
do
said one man's trash is another man's treasure.
who do we have replacing Yarborough for tomorrow's start?
It's Winans or Winans. I'm gonna pull it up right now, and you can
Thank
take a
you.
look
I
at it.
want. That's why I asked you. I wanted you to bring up the
Oh
stat.
wait, no, that's the other game. Hold on, I'll change it right now.
Oh, take your time.
Uh,
I'm not trying to rush you.
that's all right.
Monday, yeah, Monday.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
anyway.
that's today's. What am I doing? I'm all messed up.
Oh, it's
There we
okay.
go.
I've been doing the same thing all day, Jason. Believe me, I'm like a day behind. I didn't even know it was Saturday or Sunday. I thought it
There
was
we go.
Friday. Okay,
There
there
we
we
go.
go. Okay, so he's 5-5. Or wait, oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's so. But in the minors, Winans is like got a under 2 ERA. So I know you can't base what he's doing down in the minors, but I have to say that at least I have hope in him. I think this is a really cool thing that we were kind of forced to bring up somebody young because we've talked about it, Jason, and we've talked about it
Mhm.
about the Yankees not bringing up the younger guys. Well, now we're forced to have to do it. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And I think this is one of those where I really hope that Alan Winans is able to like show us something here,
Yeah.
and kind of change the narrative. There we go. I was trying to get that word all day. Narrative
Yeah.
of how we work with uh how we work with the younger players because here's a perfect situation where we have the potential of having somebody come in here and be able to make something happen. Let's let him work it, and I fear that it's almost like who was I talking we were talking about like I think I was talking to you about, I know I'm shifting from pitching to hitting, but like if we're gonna put like Jason Dominguez as our leadoff batter, we need to do it for like a week or two. It cannot be a day or two. What do
Yeah. I
you
mean,
think?
it was not even a two. It was just a day. You know.
Exactly, so we need to do the same thing with pitching.
Mhm.
So I know you agree with me on that, but I was just curious what your thoughts were. I think what was great today, though, is that let me get back to here. I said I was worried about Warren in that first inning. It made me
Mhm.
very nervous. I was like, "Oh no, this is happening again." And I said he gave us six and one third innings, 6 hits, 2 runs,
Yep.
6 Ks, and 2 walks. And his I know his ERA is at 4.66, but I think he's improved very much. What do you think, Jason? Do you like what you've seen out of Warren?
I today, yeah, I like the fact that it seems like he's starting to figure it out. Like early in the season, if he started off like that, he was done. Like he couldn't last. You had to get him out of there. He didn't know how to adjust.
Yeah,
It seemed like, but I still need to see more though from
I
him.
agree.
But I
I
do
agree.
like I would say though he definitely has the stuff.
He
He has
does.
the stuff. We've seen it, man. 11 strikeouts. What was it? His last start.
Yeah,
He has swing and miss stuff. His stuff plays. It's just whether if he has control of his pitches and just kind of make an adjustment because the league adjusts off of him. So it's like a battle going on, and it's the same with hitting. The
Yeah.
league figures something out, and they make an adjustment on you, and then you have to counter with your adjustment, and then it keeps going back and forth, back and forth. But I definitely he has value. I'll put it that he definitely has value, and he's earned a spot in the rotation. Now, granted that outing versus the Dodgers was just that was just man, that was a beating, That
Yeah, I'm
was
right there
terrible,
with you.
but
Now, I did want to ask you one last question. I know that you're busy. I just want to ask you one last question before I have to get off with you. But how are your feelings about Devin Williams right
oh,
now?
Devin Williams, he's looking really good, you know.
I think he switched the light switch. He's gotten used to New York. He's gotten used to the environment. And I mean, I don't mean to reiterate, but you remember when Randy Johnson signed his
Mhm.
deal and came into New York and he got into a fight with the
Yeah, but Randy Johnson was already done to me. We got him a couple years too late, you know.
Oh, but well, no, I get that, but my point is that how it was
Mm.
handled, the situation was
Oh
handled.
yeah.
I found that what was nice is Williams wasn't in the news babbling about what he doesn't like about the Yankees. He wasn't a news story other than he's struggling. And now you're seeing I mean Devin Williams today pitched, I mean like uh, okay, give me a second. Give me a second.
And
Sorry.
I got it here. You want me to pull it up? Devin Williams, yeah, he 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout.
Exactly.
And then his last outing, when was he? Was it yesterday? I can't. Anyway, but my thing with Devin Williams, right? I'll say this: he's looked great lately. He has, but I still, the performance he showed like early in the season, especially April.
Yeah.
It's still in the back of my mind, and
Mm,
I think most Yankees feel like that. It's still in the back of my mind
I agree.
where I get a little uncomfortable when he's up there. Like he looked good, but then as soon as he gave up that hit, I think it was a 2-out hit too. I was like, oh, I start feeling like,
Here it
all
comes.
right, come on, like don't, But I think with as time goes on, if he keeps pitching well, I think I'll get over that, and that's just me personally.
No, I agree.
Uh,
I just think he's finally getting used to New York. And we've
yeah.
watched a lot of pitchers, a lot of players in general not be able to get used to New York. Like I remember
Hmm.
Jim Abbott, you know, um, he just never really gelled. Same thing with Randy Johnson. I'm not trying to reiterate that, but but there are certain players who are able to get their thing going, and I think Williams is getting it going. And I think what's great about it is now we really do have the play off of being able to use Weaver or Williams, and
Hmm.
I think moving on, that's a very good thing for us. But I did want to ask you. You heard about Hill is pitching off the mound now. We're expecting him back. I think the
Hmm.
third or fourth week of July. Towards the end of July. Um, what are your concerns about that move happening? I mean, like, what are your concerns about him coming back? What do you want? What are your expectations and what are your concerns? That's what I meant to say.
I mean, my expectations. Look, I'm trying to manage my expectations and keep them low. Like I said before, if I don't want to, like some people feel like he's gonna come and save the rotation, save the day. Um, not that it needs saving,
No, I agree.
but I think that's just kind of a lot to add. Like the guy is coming off of an injury. He's been on the IL for quite some time. Like let him ramp up. Let him adjust. Hold on, let me add Ken in here. What's up,
Okay.
Ken?
Well,
What's up, brother?
Jason, do you think we may have rushed Weaver back in too soon?
No,
Weaver. No.
You think you okay? I was just asking.
Like, what are you gonna do? Make him wait a week before pitching? I mean, he's the closer, so there was a spot
He
when you were
came in.
closing.
His velocity was 96 plus on his fastball. He just didn't have crisp location. He hadn't pitched in what, 2-3 weeks? It happens.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it happens. And but I'll be honest though, even before he got hurt, he was getting hit pretty hard. But he's gonna be fine. I mean, it's baseball. It happens, man. The middle of the season, and maybe some of these players. Look, I obviously I don't want people to get hurt, but some, especially pitchers, man. Sometimes you need a break. You need some time off. Let your arm rest, recover.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree with you. Yeah.
Jason,
Yeah.
the Winans pitcher,
Hmm.
he pitched up at the major league level a couple of games in 2023 and then 2024. So over the last 2 seasons, he's actually been up.
Okay. Yeah. So that's even better. I feel a lot better. So he's been in the big leagues before.
Yeah.
So
I
he's
think 4 games.
It's
and
not
I
his
think
first
4 games.
rodeo.
and honestly, he pitched for the Braves. There's a distinct possibility. I hadn't looked his stats up that he's actually seen the Reds.
All right. I mean, that could go either way though, because they've actually seen him too. You know. I think he's gonna do fine. I mean, he's obviously CT read off the stat. He's been dealing down there.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a big jump to the big leagues, but I think his stuff plays up here.
I agree. I agree.
What do you think, Ken? What are you expecting from him?
I think that he'll pull at least 5 innings for us.
Hmm.
He'll keep us 2 to 3 runs. On the high side, the best that I would hope for is that he gives us six innings and 3 runs or less.
I'd
Yeah.
love that. I'd love that, Ken. That'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful.
I mean, looking at his numbers down at Scranton, I think he's more than capable of it. His stuff is definitely interpreting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree with Ken.
And if you look at the, I've been doing my pre-series review of the Reds. They're actually, if Dela Cruz isn't hitting, that team is dead.
Yeah. Ken, thank you for pointing that out because I said that to a few people and they didn't want to agree with that. And I was like, they have one guy. If that guy's not hitting, the whole offense kind of,
Well,
farting.
Dela Cruz's speed aspect sparks the fire with that team. Dela Cruz has actually switched over and started hitting with the torpedo bat, and he's been banging some balls out too.
Yeah.
But like Reggie Jackson used to say, he's the straw that stirs the drink.
Ken, I love you when you do.
That's why they call him the ugly truth.
The ugly truth. He's serious. He talks about nothing but the truth, and he always says that. I admire that about Ken. Ken's got a good thing going in that aspect.
I just want to see your damn red garter because you're whoring yourself out.
Look, do you really want me to show you that? Do I
Yeah.
have to really go?
Look at that cast white leg with a freaking garter and some dollar bills hung out.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ken, you want to plug your channel just in case anybody's here? I think most people familiar with your channel, but go ahead and
All right.
plug it.
I am Ken, the creator and the host of Yankees the Ugly Truth. I call almost all of the play-by-plays for the Yankee games. I have a Tuesday, Thursday segment, which is a complete open panel format. I go over some stuff and then drop the link. Anybody who wants to come up can come up and say their piece. All opinions, all fans of other teams are welcome. The only thing that I don't do is I don't do talking points. I'm not a subscriber of hate.
What do you mean by? I always hear you say that, but like, what do you mean by talking points? Like,
Well,
what exactly does that mean?
Boone sucks. We should fire him right now.
Oh,
Cashman
okay.
sucks. He never makes any good trades. We should fire him too. Hal stinks. He's a cheapskate. He doesn't spend any money. Although he's been in the top 3 for the last 20 years for payroll, but he doesn't spend any money. that kind of
No.
stuff. Or
Okay.
we should trade Dominguez because he's a bust.
Yeah, I disagree with a lot of what you just said, but
Well, it's
but-
I don't agree with any of it, and a lot of it is running rampant on X. It's running rampant
Yeah.
in other content creator vestiges. So I just don't. I don't subscribe to that stuff.
No, I
I
hear
mean,
you, but at the same time, like I respect everybody's opinion. Sometimes, you know, sometimes those are the opinions are valid, right? Because fans are just upset. We just want to win, you know. But I think sometimes you're right. We're directing our pain in the wrong direction, man.
I agree.
And we
I
got to
mean,
understand too that it's a business. Like at the end of the day, it's a business. Like, what
I
do you
mean,
want this guy to do? Spend 450 million?
I mean, I mean, God's honest truth. The word manager means fall guy for everything that's jacked up. So these guys go out here and can't hit water from a boat. It's all of a sudden it's Boone's fault.
Hold on, I want to give
Oh,
a shout out real quick. Sorry, Ken, I didn't mean to cut you off. To the boy 212. Let's go, guys. Love the show. Go Yankees. Thank you, brother. Man, the boy Wonder man has always been supporting me too. He's from my neck of the woods, so he knows where I'm from. So he
what
really
lower Manhattan?
Lower East Side, man. Definitely. Yep. That's 212. That's the area code for Manhattan.
212. Yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead, Ken, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But I mean, there are people that just see and direct hate across the board, and Boone takes a lot of crap. I mean, honestly, you couldn't pay me to do his job. I wouldn't take it for 10 times the salary he's making. That
Oh shoot.
the media,
I would.
the media there. I mean, you can't breathe without somebody questioning what you're doing. That guy can never do anything right, and you know, armchair managers can sit back and review stuff 100 times over, but when they're in the heat of battle and making a call,
Hmm.
sometimes he gets it right, sometimes he doesn't, just like any other manager out there in the major leagues. But because it's New York, it's pinnacled, it's spotlighted 100 times more.
Yeah,
I
but I
mean,
mean,
if you look like the Mets have been taken in the shorts for a week. They lost what, 7 straight,
mhm.
popped the Dodgers or the Phillies yesterday, and then they got popped again today. They're on the same losing streak that we are. But who's up in the front of the freaking media? That's the New York Yankees and their pitiful 6-game losing streak.
But
Yeah.
I will say this though. But Boone puts it on himself sometimes. Like certain things, it just seems obvious to me anyway. But I hear what you're saying, and that is one of the things when you're in charge or you're a leader, you make a decision. Well, I'm sure he has his reasons why he makes it, and he sticks by it. And but I would say this, right? For all the like, I do agree that we give him we criticize him a lot, but when he does something good, we don't point it out
No
enough.
flowers.
Yeah, no
No
flowers.
flowers.
So me personally, like I've been trying to be better at that because he he has been doing like certain things really good, but then he does certain things that I just don't understand. Like it doesn't like the not playing Volpe today, and I get it because I don't know what happened. Maybe Volpe told him, "Yeah, man, I'd like a day off," or whatever it is, or I'm sure they have their reasons why they do stuff. But me personally, I would have sent them out there. That's all I'm saying. That's what I would have been like. Look, just go. Let's see if you can build off of this.
He took a walk today. I mean, he did end up going out there.
Mhm.
And honestly, Jason, he's been swinging at high outside pitches. He saw 3 of them suckers today, and he didn't go for one of them. I was like, holy moly, maybe he's a little bit recharged. And when he threw that slider that was down and out, and Volpe didn't go after it, I was like,
I'm
maybe
trying to
his
get
hitter's eye is back.
Donnie. I'm trying to get you in here, but I don't know. The connection keeps breaking. But yeah, oh man. But overall, though, like,
Hey, Jason,
yeah.
is that an asparagus pie sitting there on your table?
Oh no, definitely not, dude. I don't even.
Ken, you did
Oh,
it.
all right.
An
You
asparagus
did it.
pie. I don't know where Joe came up with that. I think he's the only one who's ever eaten an asparagus pie.
All
Oh,
right. I think he's back again. Then he's gone.
Yeah, you see it, right? I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know
I
what
see
to
him
do about
bouncing
it.
in and out.
Yeah. Oh, but overall, though, I mean, obviously, look, like, because I know you've heard me here say that I don't think, me personally, I don't think right now we have enough firepower to go all the way. Obviously, anything could happen. It's baseball. You could catch fire at the right time. Any team, literally, it could be the Florida Marlins could catch heat, going into the playoffs and go far. But
I think he's
so
back.
you think that no, this is Stephen B. I'm gonna add him. You think that this Yankees you think that they championship caliber?
Yes, I do.
yeah, Ken
They're
said
not.
it. Ken
They're
said
not
it.
playing. They're
Ken
not
said,
playing championship caliber, and
Mm-hmm.
certainly the team is not complete. There are holes that need to be addressed. However, the core aspect of the team is definitely championship caliber. If you look at our 2024 team that went to the World Series, we had 4, maybe 5 people that had an OPS of 700 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
This year, our core players, the entire team is hitting 700 or higher.
Yeah.
Uh, They've played better defense than they have, although when they choose to brain fart, it's usually at a very inopportune moment. Uh, but like I said, the core of the team, I think, is championship caliber. If Heel can come back, apparently he threw 20 pitches in live BP. He was running about 93, but said that he didn't feel any discomfort and could have ran it up 96, 97 easily.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an encouraging thing, and I think he's going to do one more BP before they actually send him down for a rehab start, probably at Somerset.
I agree, Ken. I
Yeah.
agree with you 100%.
Let
And
me
and honestly, last
Go
year
ahead.
when he was starting to crap it up, he had pitched twice as many innings as he'd ever pitched professionally.
Yes, thank you, Ken,
Yeah.
for
We're
pointing that
we're
out.
we're bringing him back. When we bring him back now, he will be on a very light load, and I think that he is capable of bringing it.
I agree.
He's not going to forget how to pitch over the progression of a half a season.
Let me welcome Stephen B
Oh
to
no,
the
Stephen
stream.
B. Oh no, this guy's
Stephen
sketchy.
B.
He's sketchy. I'm telling you. Watch out, Jason and Ken. Watch out for this guy. He's sketchy.
What's up? What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, Jason. What about you?
I'm doing good, man. I
Love
do
you,
a lot.
Stephen B.
I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of my the way my mood depends on whether the Yankees win or lose, and that's bad, right? That's a bad thing, but I've noticed that. Man, Donnie keeps jumping in and out. I don't know what to do. I can't help you, Donnie. I don't know what's going on with your
Might have to
connection.
reset it.
Dude, what?
You might have to reset. What's up,
Donnie, right?
Ken and CT cards?
I don't know, Stephen B. I'm a little sketched out by you. You don't like my buddy JD Davis anymore, or Pablo
Well,
Reyes.
I asked you why you changed it. It was supposed to be back in your logo.
All
I'll
right,
get back to it.
so Stephen, man, what do you think about Will Warren's performance today? And do you think the Yankees? You think we finally made it over the that rough patch? You think we're done with that, and we can move on from it?
I think Warren looks better than before. I would keep playing him. He's figuring out how to get rid of when he has not his best stuff. He's figuring out how to get through the game, at least give us 5 or 6 innings and keep us in the game. Keep him doing what he's doing. As far as June goes, I'm 50-50 on it because I'm questioning Boone's management a lot, and it's not like the first 2 months where he was just managing properly. Like we didn't really have anything to complain about. Now we're start seeing more questionable moves, and it's like
what? Name him. Because Ken is coming for you. I could see. I see it in Ken's face.
I know.
He has a rebuttal. So name the questionable moves.
Volpe today, resting him and then giving him a day off, and then once you plug him back in, like not even near the end of the game. some of the pitching moves were a little questionable. Not today, but in the series.
Yeah, in the
Mhm.
series, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
And kind of really hoping that they would keep playing Stan as a DH because I know he can't play him all the time, but he's better in that lineup and we really could use him. He's clutch.
Before I ask Ken what does he think about that, I'm waiting for Stanton to get his first big bomb. Like I keep every time he goes, I'm like, this is it. He's gonna get his first home run, and it's off to the races. But we still haven't seen that
Well,
yet. Ken, what do
I,
you
I will
think about
tell
what Steven said?
some of it accurate, some of it FOS. The full of shit portion of it, you pitch the pitchers that you have. Our bullpen has been used a lot. And, we took a ding losing De Los Santos, who has been truly a long guy for us. Now we don't have that guy. We brought a dude up for one day, didn't even pitch, and then sent him down. Brought Brubaker up, and people were really questioning him coming into the game yesterday. Well, the dude's got to pitch eventually. You got to find out what you got with him, and he did all right. He held his own. The whole Volpe move, honestly, he's been toast. He was 1 for 25 and looked like complete garbage.
Yeah.
His hitting was affecting his play on the field. I mean, hell, he blew a game for us earlier in the week, so he need to have time off.
Mhm.
These kids aren't built like ball players of the past. I mean, the Cal Ripkins that drummed out over 2,000 games without a day off. They just don't exist anymore. These guys load manage, and Volpe's a kid. I'm going to answer Wonder 212. My hat is out in the shop, so I don't have it in the house with me, or I'd put it on.
Yeah, he mentioned Tampa lost, Toronto lost, and Boston lost.
Yeah.
Boston's playing a series against the Giants after trading Rafi Devers. He did have a hit today. I checked that. I mean, the Giants are a better team than the Red Sox, obviously.
Devers went yard yesterday.
He went yard yesterday too.
Yeah,
Oh
against the
wow.
Sox.
Yep.
Yeah, against
Yep,
the
he
Sox,
went yard against his old team, and he pissed their fan base off because he told San Francisco that he's willing to play first base. He'll play any place they ask him to.
Yeah, I know.
So you can tell that was a huge discord. Everyone talks about Corey. I think Corey's a jackass, and I think players have issues dealing with that dude.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree.
And honestly, they signed Devers to a $300 million contract, long-term commitment after they let people like Xander Bogaerts, Mookie Betts go. You would have tended to think that management and the coach would have talked to their franchise player before signing a guy like Bregman.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you, Ken. Thank
But
you. Ken. I've been wondering about that.
that just tells me right there, no respect for the players whatsoever.
No.
And
Yeah.
Verdugo the year before last had the same issues.
No, you're right. And they expect they're gonna have a tough time getting players and stuff, man. Who's gonna want to go over there after seeing that? I know Alex Bregman's probably like, good thing I didn't sign a long-term contract with these guys because
Bregman
this is crazy.
Bregman has an opt out this year.
Yeah.
He can opt out and say, I'm out of here. And right now, the Red Sox are shopping Story. They're shopping Bueller, who they just signed.
Mm-hmm.
They're shopping Abreu. They're shopping Duran.
Yep.
Well, I gotta say one nice thing though is tonight
And Chapman.
Chapman. Yeah, we
Let me
watched.
see if I can.
But tonight I think
You did? Oh, see, it dropped you out again. I don't know what's going on, man, Donnie. I don't know how to help you, Donnie, man. I'm my bad. It's nothing on my end. We see you coming up and then dropping out. I'm not sure what it is, man.
But Jason, I was curious. Like tonight we watched. The Tigers beat the Rays. The Blue Jays lost. When we have the Red Sox lost, we have when we win a game like this is what we need to be doing because I feel like we've made the AL East a competitive division when it wasn't, like even a few weeks ago. You know, we were up
That's horse
by
pucky.
well, we were up by 5.5 games at one point. Now we're
It's baseball. You don't win 162. You go through slumps. Every team does.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
And honestly, if you look at the standings, particularly the wild card marks, the AL East has all three wild card slots right now handily.
Yeah, and Ken, you were
Over,
saying that. I hear you on that. That's ridiculous. When Ken, Jason, and Stephen B. When Ken brought that up, that was amazing to see the wild card standings of the AL East. Ken pointed it out, and yeah, like this division is like all of a sudden become very interesting. And
I mean,
a couple of weeks ago, we weren't.
these people use their predictive analytics, and they actually had us tagged as a fourth place team within our own division. And I believe it was even worse last year. I think we were supposed to be fend up dead last, but wow, we were in the World Series, and everyone said, "Oh, the AL East didn't do a lot of ads. We didn't add $1 billion worth of contracts." And you know what? We seem to be doing better than all the rest of the teams in the league.
Yep.
So, you know, you can sell that garbage to whoever you want, but that's you don't play the game on paper. You play the game on the field, and that's where it shows.
Yeah, but it showed that for some reason in big games we just seem to, and I get it, the Red Sox are not the greatest team, and or the Orioles when we lost that series to them early in the season. It seems like in big moments, like we can't, while other teams are taking it to another level. Granted, they still terrible, right? We can't seem to kind of reach that next level either. You know, look at the Dodger series. That's my whole complaint, and that's
I
what
agree.
bothers me because in the playoffs, that's what's gonna happen. That's why you see guys like Kike Hernandez all of a sudden become freaking Babe Ruth and stuff because they had there's another level that they can get to that I haven't seen us able to get to.
I think some of it is coaching. Uh,
Boone,
Dodgers,
just say
Dodgers.
Boone. Man, this just go Joe.
No, no,
Go ahead,
no.
Ken.
I'm talking other teams like the Dodgers, for instance. They have a top flight scouting staff. Those
Mhm.
guys are on top of us, and they are actually much better at analytics than we are. They analyzed our trends and they knew what our weaknesses were, and they took advantage of everything that we had.
Mhm. Yeah, but they that was bad, man.
And
That was
and
like one of those series that is like, man, you have to show up somewhat. At least we took a game, right? But
we did.
it's
We took it against
yeah,
their ace.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So
And they
and
beat our
and
ace. So
and that goes to show you, you know, we had our number 5 going against their number 1, and our number 1 or number 5 won, hands down. So on paper, we shouldn't even been in the game. We should have gotten our butts kicked and been
yeah, but
slinking out
you
of
can't really
LA
say
with.
that because in the first game we had our ace, Max Fried, who I would argue is better than Yamamoto and they beat us. And who they had pitching that game, I can't remember, but it definitely wasn't their ace. And they got like 3 other aces coming off the IL soon. That's
It
the
was
stuff that
it
really
was it
worries
was
me.
it was Tony Gonsolin.
Yeah. Yep, it was Tony Gonsolin. And that's the stuff that worries me. That's why I say, look, this team is good. This team can get to the World Series. Um, there are some other teams that we'll have to worry about if we run into them in the playoffs, like the Tigers or stuff. But does this team really have what it takes to beat like a team like the Dodgers? Like the National League, there's 3 or 4 teams there that I think will really, really give us trouble, you know?
You know, when you talk about building a postseason roster, Jason, everyone flots about starting pitching this, starting pitching that. Starting pitching is crap. Most starting pitchers in the postseason don't make 5 innings.
Mhm.
Most bullpens are heavily involved in the postseason. So, in my personal opinion, that's where the Yankees need to fortify is in their bullpen area. Because if you look in a 5-game series, you're truly only using 3 starters, if that. In a 7-game series, you're running 2 starters or 4 starters. So
Yeah.
number 5 is transparent.
You can go 3 too. I've seen it.
Yeah,
We've
you
done
For
it.
can,
7.
We did
depending
it
on
back.
how many innings that you've worn. A pitcher like Luis Hill, not having been exercised a lot during the regular season, could probably go on a shorter hump like that.
Yeah.
Stephen A, what do you think? Or Stephen B? I called you
Stephen
Stephen A.
Stephen
Smith.
A.
Oh my gosh, I called
Stephen
you
A.
Stephen A.
Smith.
Smith.
We have Stephen A. Smith on the
Aren't you
stream.
running for president or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, something like that.
No.
No, Stephen B, what do you think? I'm curious.
We've done it before. I mean, we did it the year with Pettit, with the Bathian. I don't remember, and AJ that one time for the '09. We ran 3 of the whole playoffs. I would say probably our top 3 would probably be Freed, Rodon, and then I'd probably put Schmidt. And yes, Jason, we seen the video. Number 2 in ERA from last year to this year. Over is the only persons below it is Matt or Ski.
Tarek
No,
Scooble.
Yes,
Google.
Google, yep.
Yeah, and look, Schmidt's been. I
And
still don't trust
numbers
him though.
numbers
don't.
don't tell the story.
Yeah.
Look at Schmidt when he's faced high leverage teams like the Dodgers, spanked repeatedly. He
Yeah.
beats up on below zone, average and below zone teams. But when you put him against teams that have patient at bats and can thump, he usually gets jacked.
Go ahead, Stephen.
Yeah,
My retort is he actually learned a lot from those things. You notice the next outings after he got destroyed, he goes back and watches the tape and he goes, "Okay, I got to do this and that." I think he's
Well,
when we face another team like that. I think he's going to learn the previous experience and he's going to do better.
All right.
well,
So
like
let me.
for
Go
instance,
ahead.
in Colorado, known fact, walking in the door, breaking pitches don't work because of the altitude.
Yep.
Did he refused, was stubborn, would not throw his 2 or his 4-seam fastball, kept throwing slider after slider after slider that didn't break, and he ended up getting kicked out of the game, 4 2/3 innings, and
So
ended up wrecking our bullpen for the rest of the series.
with Schmidt, my thing is because I agree, like look, he's looked great over the past few games, especially, but I have to. It's the same thing when I agree with Ken there. I need to see him go up against a real lineup that could really do damage. That's gonna have patient at bats and that are not gonna miss your mistakes too. And if he could pass that test, then I'll jump on board. But until then, I'm still skeptical.
So,
I'm on the fence about Schmidt. Like is this real or is this because you faced a weak Orioles lineup? The Angels, right? He faced them before that. Like I need to see the same thing with Will Warren. I need to see him again go up against a serious lineup and prove that okay, he's made an adjustment or he's fixed something that now he can pitch against these
well,
teams.
No,
my
Jason, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I agree with
my
that.
book on Clark Schmidt, and it's been the same since he's come up, is he has an inability to strike people out. He will start out on an 0-2 count, and that damn thing will be run full before you know it. And people will foul him off, continually foul him off. That's why his pitch count goes through the roof so quickly. Not uncommon to see 8 and 9 pitch at bats against him. That doesn't equal longevity in a game.
Got any rebuttal to that, Stephen? We'll see though. But look, don't get me wrong. He look. He had a no hitter yesterday. I mean, it should have been a combined no hitter. It wasn't. Whatever. But he pitched great. Granted, it's the Orioles, but they still a major league team. So he's there. There is something. He has looked way better. Now I just want to see him do it against a team that has some real offense. And then, like I said, I'll jump on board. I'll be like, okay, Clark Schmidt is really He's figured it out.
What the hell's Steven doing?
Oh, I'm
Oh.
checking something.
But yeah,
I feel
with
like I'm
me,
falling down a tunnel. Oh,
I think the Tigers, right? I'm worried. I feel like the Tigers, they see a chance and they see a window. There's probably they didn't expect to be open like this. Granted, they did well last year, but I could see them going out there and getting a big time pitcher, and that really worries me because if they get another pitcher, another quality pitcher, an ace, man, they're gonna be tough in a 5 or 7 game series.
I agree with you.
hasn't weak hitting Tampa been handing them their butt this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tampa's low key. They're sneaky, man.
They
They're
are.
sneaky.
They are.
Sneaky, but they're also playing a lot of home games too. So wait to the second half. There are gonna be a lot of road teams.
Thank you, Stephen V, for mentioning that because I've been waiting for somebody to mention that. I like that.
Well, you
that
obviously aren't listening on my channels because I brought it up at least a dozen times.
Ken has.
Yeah,
We
gotcha
both
there, CT. Just
both Ken and me have been mentioning that, right, Ken?
Yep.
I
I mean, I don't know about you if you've ever been to Florida or lived in Florida. The rainy season is coming. George M. Steinbrenner doesn't have a roof, and that place rains every freaking day. You'll get rainouts for a month.
From I hear, it's like it rains every 5 minutes, like every day at a certain time for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, we've been on for almost an hour and a half now. I'll get your final remarks, and then we'll wrap this thing up. I'll start with you, CT, and after CT, Steven, and then we'll end it with Ken, and we'll wrap it up.
Well, it's gonna be interesting tomorrow seeing Alan Winnen's start tomorrow. I'm really sad to see that Yarborough's injured on the 15-day IL. I really think that Yarborough's been a really unique piece to this team. I know not everyone agrees with it, but I mean, other than basically one of his starts, he's been pretty consistent. Yeah, he's limited on how many innings he can give us, but it's a shame. But I look forward to seeing Alan Winnens tomorrow against the Reds. I think this Red series is going to be kind of an important series here. Can we get things going, the momentum moving forward? Can we do we have consistency? That's what I want to see, is just consistency with this offense. But I really don't. I'm trying not to get too involved in things, but I really don't like what we're doing with the lineup. Ken's mentioned it, and I'll mention it too. Is that we don't have a number? We don't have a number one batter here. You know what I mean? Like
Leadoff hitter.
leadoff hitter. We don't have it, and sorry. Thank you, Ken. I was getting a stutter there. But no, I'm not sure moving forward how things are going to go, but I do like to see we are showing signs of getting ourselves back on track. But it all comes down to is maintaining that, and I don't know. I'll let Ken and Stephen B go, but that's my thoughts. I hope we win tomorrow. I'm interested in Alan Winnen's start tomorrow. Let's hope he has a good start, and let's hope the offense, can come through. So that's what I have to say.
Well, all I got to say is I think we're going to take 2 out of 3. It's going to be close games. Just let the offense keep on going, and hopefully it doesn't lead to the late innings. Start getting a few runs, give the pitcher that, and let's just pitch really good like we keep on doing.
Yeah.
What about you, Ken?
Well, the Yankees historically have a disease that's called playing to the level of your competition. The two things that I would like to see is the team actually play like the team actually is. One of the things that has bit us in the butt constantly, hey Joe, welcome to the stream, brother, is one letting bad teams hang around too long. We don't put them away when we have the opportunity to put them away, and it bites us in the butt.
Yeah. Before I give my final remarks, I want to answer Carol occasionally. She said, "I wanted to know why is Boone the bad guy here? Boone is not the bad guy with all of us. Um Ken to him he's not the bad guy. To me, sometimes he's the bad guy, sometimes he's not. I give him credit when credit's due, but when I feel like he does something that I don't agree with, I'm gonna say it. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier in the beginning of the stream, I want him to succeed because he is our manager, and when he succeeds, we're successful. Some of the moves, I'm sure he has a reason. Maybe it doesn't make sense to me, but at the same time, like I'm not behind the scenes. I don't know what goes on. I'm not there. I'm not having private conversations with these players and stuff. So who knows? But I think I could speak for you guys in saying that not all of us think that Boone is the bad guy. You know, with me, sometimes he is the bad guy, sometimes he's not.
Well, Jason, I did want to ask you,
Mhm.
and I've already asked Ken. I haven't asked Stephen B. So actually, this is for you and Stephen B. Who in our current lineup would you like as our leadoff hitter?
Honestly, for left-handed pitchers, probably Goldschmidt. For right-handed, I'd go with Dominguez. Give him a shot.
What do
Hey
you think,
Don,
Jason?
we could Donnie,
Oh,
man. I'll get you in. We're about to wrap up the show. I'll get you in next time. We'll figure it out. But as far as leadoff hitters, I think I wanted them to give Dominguez a longer trial run. You know, he's the perfect guy. He's a switch hitter. You know,
I agree.
he's a switch hitter. So, um, but they didn't. We'll figure it out. Maybe we get somebody before the trade deadline who could fit that role.
Yeah.
But I understand Boone's I understand the method to his madness, right? You know, putting Grisham there, sometimes
Method
putting
to his madness.
Paul Goldschmidt. And it seems like he's just putting guys who have high on base percentage up at leadoff.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
we'll see.
I was curious what you thought, Jason and Stephen B. Because I'm right there with you guys. I think that would be I'd really like to see is like put the Martian at leadoff for a week. Let's see
Mhm.
what happens over the course of a week, not just a day or two. And it feels like the Yankees are in a rush. Like if this doesn't work, we're rushing into it. And sometimes it gets to a point where nothing's making sense. So that's just my 2 cents on it. And I know people are going to disagree with me, but I would love to see like Dominguez be our leadoff for like a week, maybe even 2 weeks. And Jonathan and I were talking about that on Joe's channel. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I hear you. Lou says he might be packing his bags. We'll see. I think it's still a little early, but I mean, for the right players, I wouldn't even be mad. I love Jason Dominguez, but at the end of the day, it's a business. As long as it makes the team better, I'm for it. I'm not married to any one of these players, you know. So I it is what it is, man. Whoever's on our team, I'm a root for them. But
Yeah.
that's gonna do it for me, man. I gotta go. I got some food waiting for me. It's probably cold now. But I appreciate you guys joining me. Ken, thank you so much. Make sure you go follow Ken at The Ugly Truth. Stephen B, thanks for joining, man. Thanks. I'll get your video in there. I have it on my phone. I was trying to send it to myself right now so I could pull it up on the computer, but it's a process, man. I'm trying to
Don't
do
worry about it.
CT as always, and you can catch CT on Joe's channel, NY Yankee Mania, in the mornings, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, and yeah,
And Ken usually steps in with us. So,
yeah,
Ken's involved with that.
mhm.
So,
And if I'm available, I'll be there too. Tomorrow
sure.
I'll be at
Don't
work.
tell me that. You didn't wake up this morning, did you? You didn't
No,
show
that
up
wasn't
this
happening. Uh,
Remember, at 2 o'clock tomorrow in NY Yankee Mania, Joe is going to have an interview with Corey Hart.
yep,
Yep.
former Major League Baseball player. Yeah,
Yep.
make sure you check that out. You see, Oh,
I know
CT has a scouting report there.
I
Ready.
already have my work done.
but
Two-time
but
All-Star,
uh,
Brewers. He played for the Mariners and the
Mm.
Pirates. Two-time All-Star. He's on the Milwaukee Brewers Wall of Honor. I mean, this is going to be a really good interview, and I really hope that Jason and Ken and Steven and anyone in the chat, really, if you have questions, please ask us, because we're going to ask them questions, and I'd love to be able to ask you guys questions.
my questions
You
don't
know,
get asked, so I'm not asking
no,
questions.
no,
So,
Ken, you see this? This is called a phone. Text me what you want me to ask him, and I'll ask
Ken
him. I will,
Ken
Ken.
still sending pigeons
Yeah.
with messages wrapped around their legs.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. Ken,
No,
you have
but
something to say before we wrap it up? Go ahead, Ken.
Well, thanks for having me up. It was a good stream, good conversation going, and that's part of what I try to do on the Ugly Truth is have folks up and keep the conversation rolling, get people's opinions out there. We have opinions, we have channels, but we're not the gatekeepers of the truth. Everybody has their own truth.
the
Yeah.
gatekeepers, I like that. And Ken, I really like how you always have people on the show. The same thing with you, Jason, and Joe does the same thing. I really appreciate you guys having the patience that let people come on and have their say, you know what I mean, or communicate with you guys. I think it really connects the Yankee community together. And I really like that you do that, Jason. You do that, Ken. Joe does that. We have this great community. Let's keep it together, and
Yeah.
thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I love what both you guys do. So thank you.
Ken, you doing the series review tomorrow?
Yes, I'm going to probably run it about 4 o'clock tomorrow because of Joe's. Normally, I would do it at 1:30, but Joe has the interview going on, and I don't want to clash times with that, so I'll just do it later.
All right, so it'd be like
So,
a series preview / pregame, right?
yeah.
So
Oh, and
4 p.m.
And
Eastern.
as you're driving home from work, you can listen to it.
Yeah, I should be home by then, so maybe I'll jump on or get home.
Well, it's gonna open up into an open panel, so you're
Mhm.
more than welcome to hop up and say your piece.
I appreciate it. CT, you got something to say?
yeah. I just want. Is it cool if I shared the link to our interview on
Yeah,
here?
man. Yeah, go ahead. Put it in the if it lets you do it. If not, I'll post it and then we'll
No,
sign
give
off.
me a second. I just need to get the chat. I just didn't want to do anything you didn't want me to do, because I respect you, so I don't want to
No,
do anything.
I don't care about
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Really, Jason, it's only my pinky. Trust me.
I think I
Oh man.
posted it. I hope I got it posted, but
Yeah, I'll
I
post
look.
it for you. I got it here.
Okay, I
Hey,
look.
If it don't go.
I'm with
and
Jason. Sorry, Ken. I'm sorry.
Oh, what happened?
you kicked us off. That's what.
No, I didn't. Oh, did I?
Well, you're the only one that's there, brother.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything. I just sent the chat.
Oh,
Hold
you're
on.
that cool, Jason. I guess you're just that
There we go.
cool.
No, okay. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with this, but anyway, we're about to sign off anyway, man. So let's get it. Yeah, it's not I don't know what's happening.
Jason, is that a camouflage hat?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
What are you, colorblind, man? You can't see nothing. No, I'm joking.
Actually, I have partial color blindness. So yeah, jackass.
Oh, now, Jason, you need to feel bad about that.
No, I had to get one in. I like poking jabs at Ken and Joe to get them going. But guys, I gotta go, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened.
What's wrong? You got a burrito waiting or something?
I do. I actually have a grilled cheese burrito. Damn, Ken.
I love the response, Ken. He goes, "I do.
I seriously, I really have a. I for some reason it's not showing you guys on the stream right now. But anyway, that's gonna be. I don't know if they can hear you. Hopefully they can. But I'll see you guys tomorrow in the morning show.
Jason, I just want to throw a huge shout out to you. Thank you for all the work you do. You're doing an amazing job. I love everything you're doing with your channel. Every time we come to your channel, you've done something to change it and improve upon it. And I really have to I'd say that you're one of my favorite. You are my favorite channel that has been constantly improves what you're doing. It's amazing to me.
There it is.
I really I look forward to seeing what you're doing. Every time I log in, I see you're doing something else. So, Jason, I just want to say huge shout out to you because what you add to the Yankee community is amazing. So, huge shout out to you. Thank you very much. And thank you for having me on.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Donnie, see, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what's going on, but next time we'll get you up here, man. For sure, we'll get you up here. That's gonna do it for us. Everybody have a blessed day. Monday tomorrow, so enjoy your week and peace. Let's go Yankees.